Hey guys, it's your own boy, the one and only Great Dane, back with the Great Dane After Hours, also known as the promotional BlockBlast stream. So again, if you guys aren't aware, the BlockBlast Season 2 Cup is still going on. Again, if we're...
Stefan Ivanov S3X says, "Here am I."
Hey Steph, again, I
Stefan
see that you
Ivanov
have,
S3X says, "Here am I."
I see that you've tuned in before the stream has even started, apparently. Again, unfortunately, I don't think Diva will be able to join us for tonight's, or I guess for you guys this morning's stream, simply because of the timing. But again, we'll see if anyone else decides to hop in while we're at it. But again, we still have about 7 hours left for the top 4 states. So we still have Minnesota versus Rhode Island, where Rhode Island seems to be taking the lead here.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says, "I am back at 6K LO exactly loudly crying loudly crying."
I saw your post, Steph, but again, tomorrow and the day after, the last 2 days for the season, I figure I'd be pushing up a lot. So again, if you're available for the Brawl Stars stream and you're there, I could probably just push with you. Again, it's up to you if Zombuch is there too, anyone else around Legendary, we could possibly do that. All right, but we also have Indiana versus Wyoming, where Wyoming is taking an even
Stefan
heavier
Ivanov
lead now.
S3X says, "I would be available."
Okay, sounds good. Right. Again, Indiana actually seems to have gone down and Wyoming seems to have gone up. So again, if I were to guess, and what I'll probably end up doing is, I'm going to start the stream by trying to get my 5 more votes right here by losing 5 matches quickly. So I'm actually doing pretty well here. Hang on. It should probably do it. There we go.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says, "Can you explain the cup thing to me and the tournament?"
Of course, again, so basically, again, it should net us 1 vote here. So basically, it was every single state in the United States is competing to get into the BlockBlast Cup. They started with qualifiers, and then the top 32 states progressed. New York made it through that. And then essentially they cut it in half each time, right? They have state versus state after that. So the next progressing top 32 went to top 16, where New York was, again, I believe, still in that, and then New York was not able to make it past that. Unfortunately, we lost to Minnesota, which is still in the running here, but they could
Stefan
potentially
Ivanov
lose to Rhode
S3X says
Island.
something like esports for every state.
Sort of. Again, basically, so this is where I got confused, but I figured it out afterwards because I joined their Discord. Again, if you guys didn't know, BlockBlast has a Discord, and again, I don't know if it shows in here, but if you actually have the game downloaded and you go to the decks, there's the link to Discord badge, which is actually kind of like a Rickroll or troll, as you guys would say, because it's not actually an official badge. When you click it, it just brings you to their actual Discord. So, yeah, I don't know why they're really calling it a badge per se, but in there, what they basically say is this score right here, like 198,911 points.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says, "I saw you sent the DC."
Yeah, in case anyone wanted to check that out. So, again, the score there is
Dust Brawls
actually...
says, "Where is my Lumni coins?" loudly crying.
Well, Dust, just use the command exclamation mark points, and you should be able to see how many you have. Like, again, for me, I'll probably have like 50,000 something. Yeah, because, again, Hedwig decided he wanted to give me 50,000 coins for some reason, but... Yeah, so you're already starting to earn some coins there, Dust Brawls.
Dust
Again,
Brawls says, "Nothing's happening."
no, it is. The bot's responding, and it's telling you how many coins you have. It says you have 11 coins right now. And again, now that I know you're
Stefan
in
Ivanov
the
S3X
system,
says 1001.
now now that I know you're in
Stefan
the
Ivanov
system,
S3X says
oh my gosh,
YESS.
I can make sure that you get again, I'll say roughly the 3,000 free Illuma coins that everyone should be
Stefan
getting.
Ivanov S3X says, "The happy life of a gambler fire."
Also, to update you guys again, as far as the free Illuma coins that I'm giving you, I usually do that at the start of each Brawl Stars stream based on what it says the current hours are versus what the last one is. So I think so far I've given everyone like 30-ish. I think we're up to like 70 hours. It'll probably go up even more tomorrow. So again, we'll see how many coins I give you guys all tomorrow as well. Again, the faster we progress, the faster you get more coins on the viewing hours as well. And obviously, if you guys didn't remember, this stream is worth 8 times Illuma coins just for watching and commenting. And of course, the gamble is worth more as well. But again, getting back to BlockBlast, so you asked me to explain it to you. So basically, the 1,000 or 198,911 points here
Stefan
is
Ivanov
the
S3X says you could place the goals on BlockBlast streams too.
I could, again, the only reason I haven't mainly for this is you'll notice, again, I call this the vertical stream because you'll notice I have the phone up and down here instead of horizontal because that's the way BlockBlast plays, is I didn't want those
Stefan
bars
Ivanov
covering up the screen
S3X
or
says
anything.
oh yay.
I mean, I could fit them in smaller to the side if I move this off to the side, but again, I didn't really want to do that, so I wanted the
Stefan
main
Ivanov
focus to
S3X
be
says so there won't be too much space.
yeah, I just wanted the main focus to be on, actually playing Block Blast, right? Because this is a promotional stream after all. But anyway, the 198,911 points is the average of everyone in Indiana who's played Classic mode and pressed the like join in button. Obviously, I don't have it anymore because New York got kicked out, but essentially, if you're in one of these states and you get a score in classic mode, you can join in. But the issue is, and I don't think most people realize this, is if you do want to help your state and you put in a score that's less than whatever the number already is there, it's actually an average. So every person's score in India doesn't add up. It takes the average of every score. So if a bunch of
Dust Brawl
people
says I think I blocked the bot last time.
I don't. Dusty only showed up for like a few minutes yesterday just to say you didn't want me to beat your high score, and I didn't even really get close. So I think you're fine, man.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says Indiana esports don't touch grass prohibited moon viewing.
Well, again, I don't know if Grady will end up showing up here tonight or
Dust
not,
Brawl
but
says how to unblock bot.
unblock. Are you trying to use the gamble command, Dust? So again, what Hedwig seems to have figured out is it's not blocked, and basically there's no settings that I can change, but apparently there's like a 5-minute timer or something, a 5-minute delay on the gamble command. So you have to use it like once every 5 minutes or something. Again, I can't change the delay, and as far as I'm aware, it doesn't even say there is one, but there clearly is some kind of actual delay between the bot actually rendering people's gambles. Again, I think that's just a safety mechanism so the bot doesn't get overwhelmed or something. But yeah, you could just keep doing it and eventually it will work. But yeah, there is some kind of delay in between each time it allows you to do it. All right, but again, I was just saying, essentially, the unfortunate thing is I think most people would think these are
Dust Brawl
additive
says
scores.
gambling is bad.
Yes, with real money, certainly, but again, I don't think it's too bad here if we use our virtual Luma coins because they technically have no real world value, and the only thing I'm allowing you guys to actually redeem them for right now is things related to this stream. So if you lose them all, it really doesn't matter that much unless you're trying to redeem like a stream quote or. Actually, I'll also show you guys. Hedwig now, he redeemed his own quote, so you guys can
Dust Brawl
check that
says
out.
bro is encouraging the young audience. Dust Brawl says like me.
Right, I was legitimately saying that if anything else, this should be a way for you
Stefan
guys
Ivanov
to.
S3X says blast the heck out of the blocks.
This should be a way for you guys to try out gambling and realize that there are, consequences for losing. So again, I definitely do not encourage it, but at this current rate, I've increased the odds of winning for these streams until we hit 4,000
Dust
watch
Brawl
hours.
says can we push ranked on Tuesday?
Well,
Stefan Ivanov S3X says people.
well, Dust, again, if you're around Legendary, yes, but I'm probably already going to be pushing it up tomorrow anyway, so I wouldn't doubt that I'd hit Masters by the end of tomorrow, and then all of Tuesday I'll probably end up just having to play by myself above Masters, because it doesn't let you play with
Dust
people
Brawl
above
says me skip school to
Masters.
play with Idle
Oh my
Dane.
gosh. Look, gambling is bad, but skipping school is also bad, so please stay in school,
Stefan
okay?
Ivanov S3X says remember that you can lose when gambling, don't be like
Oh
me.
my gosh.
Dust Brawl says UNC Dane.
Yeah, I'm old, guys. I'm an unk now. Alright, but anyway, now that you guys
Stefan
understand, I
Ivanov
think...
S3X says I lost a milli
You
coins.
know, Steph literally lost 1,000,000 Illuma coins. It was very sad to watch, but again, anyway. Okay, now that Steph, I think I've adequately explained to you how the tournament works, right? Whoever has the average highest score for the state, whichever state has the highest average score, moves on to the next set, right? And they keep cutting the amount of states in half each time until we get to the final 2 tomorrow, and then just whoever takes it wins the BlockBlast Season 2 Cup, right? Yeah, I think you understand it now. But anyway, let's get back into the actual game here. So again, I am going to try and lose quickly just so I can get my
Stefan Ivanov
predictions for
S3X
tomorrow.
says yay, understand it now it's time to blast blocks.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says holy luck today.
Yeah, again, that's what I'm saying, because it's, you know, it's gambling. There's no guarantee you win or lose.
Stefan
So
Ivanov S3X
really
says I
lucky.
gambled 100 and 400 won.
401. Again, I still don't know why the bot pronounces it like that, but anyway. Alright. Let's see what the worst possible moves I can make are. It's so hard to lose on the first set. Again, I don't even know how I managed to get a score of 9 before, as I posted.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says Edgar Sound win.
Well, after we start playing the game seriously. Again, right now I'm just playing the losing sound effect, just because I'm trying to lose. But anyway, I think I could do this. That's still going to clear a lot. I can't really do anything else, though.
Great.
Kind of have to do that. Alright. That should be fine.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says Trump to do. Dust Ball says with my ILLUMNICOINSSSS. Stefan Ivanov S3X says by the way quiz.
Oh, Dust, I should also mention, this is at least your second time. How many streams have you been able to show up to? Because again, if you've shown up to 3 at this point, I can make you a regular, so you'll stop getting banned by, or not banned, so you stop getting, I call it shadow ban, but obviously it's just a timeout by the bot. Again, I know you've been to at least 2. Is there a third one I'm forgetting? I know you said you haven't been able to show up to most streams because you've been busy anyway. Obviously, I appreciate you showing up to this one. But again, we got 3 out of 5 right now. And yes, I do have 2 more quiz questions again for Brawl. I guess we could use them
Stefan
here.
Ivanov S3X says no bike.
Well, let me finish this up again. Then we'll do the quiz question for Illuma coins, and we'll take it from there. Oh my gosh!
Great.
That's not great. I'm trying to lose. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says brawl questions after these games.
Again, I think what I'll do is I'll try for, yeah, because it's a shorter stream, I'll try for 1 question about BlockBlast and then 1 question about Brawl.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says, by the way, why do you try to lose?
Oh, because, again, this is another frustrating thing. I don't know if I've explained to you stuff. So in order for, like, say I got a score of 100,000, I want to contribute to New York as an example here. Obviously, New York's no longer in the competition. But in order to actually attribute that score, I can't just come to this screen and click the button. It won't count until I lose the game. And it's the same way for earning these prediction points. So you'll notice how this number keeps going up. Right now it's 4 out of 5. If I lose 1 more game, it becomes 5 out of 5. And that, as you can see right here from this number, my current remaining prediction points is 14. I want to have all 15. I'm going to slot it into probably Wyoming tomorrow because I'm almost 100% sure Wyoming is going to end up winning this entire tournament. Again, look at their score. 315,000 against like barely 200,000. How could they possibly lose? I haven't seen any other state getting a consistent 300,000 throughout this entire tournament. So I don't know what the people in Wyoming are doing, but they really like BlockBlast, I guess. So I'm very confident that Wyoming is probably going to win this whole thing. And again, most of the predictions I got correct, I think, already were for Wyoming after New York got kicked out anyway.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says, okay, lock in into losing.
Yeah, it's only until I hit 5, then we can, you know, actually play the game, but until then. Gosh.
Good.
Why won't they let me just lose, you know? It's supposed to be easy to lose. Oh my gosh.
Great.
I'm just too good at this game, guys. It's like that time I tried to dip my ranked score in Brawl Stars. I just kept winning. Alright, but as you can see, it says the actual goal
Stefan
is
Ivanov
completed now.
S3X says it's harder to lose than win.
It feels like that sometimes. But when you want to win, it seems like it's harder to win, and I don't know. Well, anyway, now that we're done with that, we can actually just play through classic mode. Again, I think what I'm going to do is I will, well, I guess I could do it now. I could do the quiz questions now for 7:45 and then again at 8:45 and then I'll end it right at 9 just so we're not going over time on the stream again, I guess. All right, so let me pull them up now. And then also let me pull up a second set too. So again, I think you're new to this, assuming Death
Stefan
Balls is
Ivanov
still here.
S3X says quiz TIME.
So basically how this works is, again, you get your typing fingers ready. I don't have slow mode turned on, but you smash the live button so you can make sure your stream is up to date, and whoever types in the first answer correctly gets some free Illuma coins. So again, neither of these two questions I think are that difficult, so they'll probably only be worth 50, but I'll be very surprised if you can't get this without even having to look. So again, make sure your stream is up to date and you're ready to type. All right. So the first question is, and this is for 50 Illuma coins, who has the title Mother in Brawl Stars? Again, this should be pretty easy. We're looking for the name of a brawler that has the title Mother. There's really only one that
Stefan
that even
Ivanov
fits. So.
S3X says Pam.
No, no, it's not Pam. Oh my gosh. I mean, Pam is the mother of Jesse, apparently canonically, but that is actually not
Stefan
who it
Ivanov
is.
S3X says Foo.
No, it's not Fu either. I'm assuming you mean Kung Fu, Kung Fu Fang, but that's not it either. Again, there's only like 90 other brawlers to guess from. Again, it might hint be someone else that's actually a mother in the game. Who else could it be, right? There's really only one other one, guys, that even fits the title, so I'm sure you'll be able to get it. And while you're guessing, I will pull up another question after that.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says Bell.
Again, I think you guys are talking about this on stream. Belle might be the mother of Colt, but that's definitely not her title. And again, by title, I'm referring to the Prestige 1 or just regular mastery titles from back in the day, again, because this quiz is from 2023. So, again, that should also give you a hint that maybe it's a brawler that came around 2023, perhaps. None of these newer brawlers. It's probably not serious, that kind of thing. All right.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says 2023. Stefan Ivanov S3X says huh.
Yeah, again, it'd be brawlers from uh, April 27th of 2023 and before, so yeah, I'm surprised it's taking you this long to answer. I guess I'll just start playing the game while you try and figure it out. I'm sure someone will get it eventually.
Great.
Oh, that was a crazy good solve. Okay, we actually. Okay, that's weird, isn't it? Has that ever happened before? Again, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, usually when I clear the board, there's like this rainbow pinwheel effect, and it like changes to a different variant. But right now, it's still cake despite clearing the board, so I'm not really sure why that is. It's awfully strange to me. So it's a little laggy, so I think I'm gonna unplug and replug quickly, just so it's not stuttering like that, because that's a little frustrating. Alright. Okay, there we go. That should be good now.
Good.
Okay, we did it again, but it's still not giving us the board clear effect. That's weird. It's a little strange. Okay.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says, is it someone that has kids?
You could sort
Stefan
of say
Ivanov
that.
S3X says, cuz I think I know.
Okay, you think
Stefan
you know.
Ivanov S3X says Eve.
Yeah, it was Eve. It'd be really weird for it to be anyone else, I think. Um Again, it just makes sense. Okay. Alright, so that'll be 50 Illuma coins for you, Steph. Again, think I think Dust might have kicked out again, so I don't know. Either that or he doesn't care to answer the question. Alright, anyway. Let's head over 50 Illuma coins for Steph. You're finally starting to get back up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're like 6 in terms of Illuma coins right now. Alright, so you have 1,363, now you have 1,413. There we go. Alright, and I can ask one more question, but this time actually related to BlockBlast, because I think I've come up with a decent question, but again, I can only really give it 50 Illuma coins because it's really not that hard. So think, again, the next question, so again, everyone make sure you smash that like button, get your typing fingers ready. The next question for 50 Illuma coins is, what subgenre of game is BlockBlast by Hungry Studio? What type of game or game genre is it considered? Again, it should be really, really obvious. So this piece doesn't fit on the board and it's not flashing red. What the heck is going on? Well, anyway, I think I gotta do
Stefan Ivanov
this.
S3X says, I thought firstly that mother would be a title given to an actual mom of a brawler like Pam, but it's actually a mother of kids of the brawler in the gameplay.
Yeah, no,
Stefan
I see what
Ivanov
you're saying.
S3X says, but I think it's mind games.
Mind games? Mind games? Is that your answer for the genre of game BlockBlast is mind games? Again, I think I know what you're saying, but that's not
Stefan
really a
Ivanov
genre.
S3X says, like, yay.
That's not really a genre of games though, Steph.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says, thinking stuff.
Okay, but there's another name for thinking stuff, but they don't call it mind games. Mind games is more of a, I'd say, derogatory term for like messing with someone's mind. So that's definitely not the term I would use. But I'm sure you can come up with a better answer than that.
Great!
So these L pieces are very awkward. What am I supposed what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't really help me. So we gotta do this.
Great.
This fits a bit better, I think. Can't quite fit that in though. This doesn't really go anywhere. So we'll do that. What the heck? Got 2 of them. Man, I was gonna say, I really hope I can fit this somewhere.
Great.
Okay. Are you still thinking about the answers, Steph? Again, I think you're in the
Stefan
right
Ivanov
area.
S3X says game proceeding to give you tactical and critical thinking in crucial situations by solving block mysteries.
Steph, that is the most over complicated description I have ever heard. It is literally, again, I'll give you a hint here. The answer is like 2 words. So how how you could possibly come to this conclusion to be the answer is, again, I think you're thinking too hard. It's a much simpler answer than that, I'll say. Oh my goodness. Like again, you just defined the entire game, but that's not what the genre is called. Oh my gosh. Um,
Stefan Ivanov
Deficit.
S3X says oh so it's no bike.
No, it's not. It's
Good.
not No Bike the game. Oh my gosh. Let's try. Oh, that fits so well, though. I feel like I have to do that. I feel like I gotta go with this. I'm getting the best pieces here. Really, anyway. It fits in pretty well. Okay, one of these can't fit. It's gotta be this one. Mm. Well, what the heck? I don't know what was going on there,
Stefan
but
Ivanov S3X says block solve.
oh, you're so close. You're so close, Steph. It's not the word solve, but you're very close. It's another word for, as you put it, mind games. Again, I wasn't really focusing too much there, but again, it was really weird. I cleared the
Stefan
board and it
Ivanov
didn't do the thing
S3X
it usually
says like
does.
Rubik Cube.
No. Yeah, again, you were closer before. Okay. Start with that. Could do that. Do that.
Good.
Um,
Stefan Ivanov S3X says puzzle something.
you, Steph, you have both words. You just need to put them together now. Get rid of the something and add back in the other word. Oh my gosh. See, so you know the word puzzle, but yet you choose to use mind games instead. Is interesting to me. Okay. And what the heck am I
Stefan
supposed to
Ivanov
do here?
S3X says puzzle solve.
No, yeah, not the word solve. The other one. You're so close. Oh my gosh. Gotta clear out something here. This isn't gonna fit.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says puzzle cube.
No, you already had the other word. It's not cube. It's the other one. Again, I can't be any more specific without spelling it out to you. Oh my gosh. Maybe if I clear a horizontal. It's so awkward right now. It's like hardly anywhere else to put this thing. It's gotta be here, 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 here. There's nowhere to put this otherwise than below it. The heck am I supposed to do here? I don't know what's going on. Again, I swear the game's been
Grady's
strange
Clips Pro
today.
says I'm farming coins while I'm taking a shower.
Hi, Grady. Welcome to the stream. Again, I don't know what the game's been acting a little strangely today, Grady. I'll say so. I've been clearing the board like twice, but it didn't do the
Stefan
effect
Ivanov
with the rainbow that it
S3X
usually
says
does.
puzzle game.
Oh my gosh, Steph, you just need one other word that you've already said. You're so close. And again, it is a game, but that's not the subgenre. I'm looking for the specific subgenre of this classic BlockBlast game here. Oh my gosh. What the heck am I supposed to do here? It's not even flashing red and this thing doesn't fit on screen. I don't know what's going on with the game right now, but it's acting strangely than how it would usually act, I'll say. I don't even know if this is
Stefan
solvable.
Ivanov S3X says puzzle bleep.
Bleep? Well, technically you'd switch it around. It's bleep puzzle. Again, there's another hint for you, Steph. I'm sure you can figure this out. Oh my gosh. Again, the only question in my mind is the square go above or below it? Because there's literally nowhere else to place these. Is it even going to make a difference? This is so weird. I don't even know if there is anything I can do. This basically never happens. I think I broke the game, guys. I don't know what the heck is going on today. I was doing so well
Stefan
yesterday.
Ivanov S3X says puzzle genre.
No, the word's not genre, Steph. Oh my gosh. It's another word you've already said. You'll get it eventually. You'll run out of words to repeat. Oh my gosh. This is actual insanity. What am I supposed to do? This last piece isn't gonna fit anywhere. What? I'd have to clear like two.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says, are you 100% sure I said the word?
Yes. I can still see it. The other word, you just gotta put the two together. What? What can I even do here? There's nothing I can clear out as far as I can see. I don't know what I'm expected to do here. I don't even think there's anything I can do. Again, it's not flashing red. I just don't even think the game gave me the pieces to actually solve this time. As I can get here across, but that doesn't connect these two lines here. So I don't know what that I could possibly do.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says puzzle game.
Steph, you already said that it's not the word game is not this is a game, but that's not a genre. The word game doesn't define a genre. Oh my gosh. Nothing connects here. This is like a guaranteed loss. I don't even think I can do anything. There's no way I could put these two blocks in this space that would actually make a connection. Because they're too short. And this one just doesn't fit anywhere. So I think I'm just gonna have to take the loss and move on. I think the game is like glitching or something right now. I don't know. I'll try this again. Nothing's gonna happen, and I just lose. It's very strange. I don't know what the heck was going on there. I actually don't think that the game was registering that there's nothing I could do. That's never happened before. Okay. That might be a glitch in the game or something. Let's see. Well, this one does fit, I guess. Just gotta make sure everything fits. It should still work. Okay.
Good.
Good.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says block puzzle game.
Okay, there it is. Again, Steph, you didn't even need the word game in there. All I was looking for was block
Stefan
puzzle.
Ivanov S3X says goo.
All I was looking for is block puzzle. It is a puzzle game with blocks. Again, I thought that would be a really easy question. I'm surprised that's been like the most difficult one so far. All right, again, well, there's another 50 coins for you, Steph. All right. You have 1,463. I did not mean for that to be so difficult. I thought you'd get it quicker. All right. Anyway, let's keep going here. again, hopefully that doesn't happen again. I don't know what just
Stepan
happened.
Ivanov S3X says like my mind fumbled the bag.
I guess so. Alright.
Good.
Kinda have to put that right there. I can't do both of these there. I can do that, I guess. That kinda fits well. Alright, I can only really do that there, but I don't like the way that fills in. Do not really. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think there's a better option.
Great.
That doesn't really look too good.
Good.
Okay, that's much better. Get rid of that. Guess we fill that back in. Okay.
Good.
That finally. We shove that up there, there. Fill that in nicely. Could probably do both here, honestly.
Good. Good.
Okay, see? That time it actually worked, and you're asking about the Edgar sound effects, so. So again, I don't know. I'm trying not to just say like I'm making up excuses there for whatever just happened on the last set, but I think the game was actually
Stepan
like
Ivanov
bugging or
S3X says I am watching the match Ivory Coast versus Ecuador.
something. Yeah.
Stepan
How's that going?
Ivanov S3X says AHHHHHH.
Again, I think Grady actually is here, so I think he'll be happy to know I'm actually still doing that. Okay, anyway. Let's keep going here. Okay, I can't quite fit that in. That, of course, doesn't fit there. Guess we do that. Can't really do much there.
Good.
Okay, that fit pretty well. Oh man, now what the heck? I think I have to get rid of this row so this fits in the bottom. Again, but why isn't the screen flashing red? Because this piece doesn't fit. The game is like trolling me tonight, guys. They must have realized I got good and now it's like trying to make sure I'm paying attention or something. I don't know. It's
Great.
very strange to me. Okay, anyway. What do I want to do here? I guess that. I still don't have a great spot for this thing. Guess we can flip this back.
Good.
Still not really sure what to do here. I guess that's probably the best move. Okay, we can fill that again. Alright, so we're already doing pretty well so far. We're actually almost halfway through the
Stepan
stream
Ivanov
already. It's kinda
S3X
crazy.
says game equals Giga Chat Troll Face Mewing Sigma Aura Farming You Not Making Your Screen Flash Red Moai Cold Phase.
Well, Steph, I feel like it's actually, again, it's like that same thing where most people will be like, oh, you know, pain is bad or something, right? But it's actually just knowing that something is wrong is actually a good thing. It's the same thing with this, right? Where, you know, you might get a little nervous when the screen starts flashing red, but it's actually helpful to know that you have to make a really good set of moves or else the game is going to end. So it's actually more boring that it's not happening, I would say. Right.
Good.
Clears that out. I have an amazing spot for this. I guess I do that.
Good.
Good. Stefan Ivanov S3X says, by the way, got Gale to Prestige too.
You did? Isn't Gale's prestige title the janitor or something? Is one of the goofiest ones in the game, if I remember correctly. Oh man, where do I put this thing? I want to put it up here, but it won't quite fit. Could go for the full bottom here. That doesn't really fit well either. I guess we'll just do that.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says IDK about H8's title.
You don't even know what it is? Okay. That's even worse. I guess we just do this. I could do this instead. I don't know if that's much better though. Like an amazing fit here, regardless. Yeah, see, there it is. I was about to say, because we got the big Chungus block that can't fit in, so we need to clear something here. I just need to figure it out. I think it's just these two rows. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of obvious.
Good.
Right.
Great!
So we'll do that.
Good.
Okay, it will fit this time.
Good!
It's not really a great spot for this, though. Guess we'll do that.
Good.
That doesn't quite fit.
Good.
It's still not too shabby.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says BlockBlast guy's doing his she's job. Congrats, hands clapping.
Yeah, again, it's really weird when it's off-putting when it does it, but it's even more off-putting when it doesn't happen and you're expecting it to happen. So, right, anyway.
Great.
It's not too bad there. And we got it again.
Brady's Clips Pro says, my dad walked into the bathroom and he almost caught me watching your live stream. Stefan Ivanov S3X says it's time for a ah ha ha ha.
I don't think people understand how unhinged my my chat is on my streams. You guys are insane. Oh my gosh. Alright, anyway. I don't even think Pro realizes what he's saying. Okay. Anyway. Man, why do I get two of the same piece? What am I supposed to do with that? Oh my gosh. I do not have a good spot for this. Guess we do that. Okay, still not amazing. It's getting better. Okay. You can clear it out just a bit. Guess we settle here. We clear it again.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says aha.
Okay, let's keep going. We build it up just to break it down. So we can go there. Don't really have a great fit for there just yet. get rid of that row. Okay. Where can I put this thing? That's not too bad. Okay, I was gonna say, there we go again. Okay, so I need to make it clear somewhere. It's probably gotta be just this row, I would think. I don't think that'll fit though. Get rid of that, but that won't do it.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says look.
Look. Do you see what I see? Alright, well, I can clear this row. That should definitely leave enough space, right? If I do this and this.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says you put the Z up.
I think it's gotta be this, right? Yeah.
Good.
Perfectly well done.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says and the switched Z down.
Yeah, alright. Okay.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says exactly.
Okay. Oh shoot. I mean, I don't think it did it again. Gosh, I am trying to play this too fast, but this doesn't fit now. I wasn't paying attention again. Again, it is been brought to my attention that BlockBlast does not want me to beat his high score anyway, but gosh darn it, I think it's already game over. There's nothing I can do here, I don't think.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says let me GAMBLEE.
Yeah, there's nothing I can clear here, so I guess it's game over. Again, it didn't flash red though, so I wasn't paying attention and it catches me off guard. I just don't know why it doesn't do it sometimes.
Great.
What the heck am I supposed to do with that?
Great.
Apparently we're going crazy RN. Okay. Can't really fit that anywhere. Guess I'll just put it there. Get another one.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says holy W.
Okay, we'll do that.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says holy satisfaction. Great.
Perfect. Again, I just get, whatever I do, I just always got to remember, always look at the big piece first to make sure it fits in.
Good.
Guess I gotta go here. Just trying to make sure it fits in. Okay, then here we go again. So, okay, so it's actually this piece I can't fit in.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says that type of animation when you blast the line of blocks is touching.
It's touching? Okay. And there's really not a good spot to put this thing, so let's go with that.
Grady's Clips Pro says my dad was actually about to see your stream again, but this time he was about to find your channel like he was about to find your stream.
What? What is bro going on about? Okay, anyway. Well, I don't suppose your dad's into BlockBlast. Okay, we'll do this. Okay. Alright, that's not too bad. We could do that. The one thing that's weird about these blocks that I've noticed though is that when I go for a clear, it doesn't flash like the other ones do, even if it's actually going to clear, which is a little weird.
Good.
Right. That doesn't really fit too well there. I think I want to do that. That's much better. Okay. This doesn't really fit amazingly anywhere. I hate to block it. I think I gotta do that. Alright, and we change. We're on bricks now. Doesn't quite fit there. Let me do this. I think we'll go for that.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says Mortis sound.
The Mortis sound effect doesn't really go with this stream, but I can play it once just for the sake of it.
Mortis.
Okay. I think I do that.
Good.
Okay, that just barely still fits.
Good.
And that does, well, it does in one spot. I guess that's good enough. Okay.
Grady's Clips Pro says how to check other people's points. Good.
So Gritty, I don't think you can directly check other people's points, but what you can do is use / top command. It'll tell you who the top 10 Luma coin holders are. If you wanted to know every single person's, I think I'm the only one who has access to that because I have an actual like dashboard. Let's see. Does it tell me how many pages long it is? Again, even the people that don't really show up to stream or even showed up for just like 5 minutes still got 1 Luma coin. So the page is like 7 pages, or the dashboard is like 7 pages long right now. So we have had quite a few people on stream, but again, it's only a few people that try to consistently show up like you guys, I suppose. Right. I guess we do this.
Good.
It's pretty decent. I don't want to close it off, but I guess I could get rid of it.
Good.
Well, we could do double.
Good.
That's not so bad. We could do that. Doesn't quite fit anywhere now. So we just slide it in there.
Good.
There we go. And we get the full clear. I don't even think that was a perfect that time, but I just get so used to playing the sound effect twice anyway.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says I forgot how to see other people's watch hours.
Oh, other. I think it. Hang on. Yeah, we haven't done that in a while. Let me actually check for you. Because there's a custom command for that. I mean, you guys can use ! hours to see your own. That's actually a command I made for you guys. But there's a default one. I think it's like top hours. Yeah, that's what it is. Alright, again, I'll show you guys. So it's ! top hours. Again, I can see all this on my dashboard anyway. It's like a dashboard of everyone's points and hours that you guys have spent on stream. Again, before, the amount of hours people spent actually corresponded to, you know, the amount of coins they had. But now that we've had this crazy coin inflation, it's a little bit mixed up. The person with the highest amount of hours.
Grady's Clips Pro says we should have a special stream for Legend Hedwig where the gamble if you win gives 3x more coins instead of double.
Oh my gosh. Again, I don't know if you know, Grady, but Hedwig's basically already broken the Illumicoin economy. I'm gonna have to make a deal with him after we hit 4,000 watch hours, just so I can try and restore the actual coin balance in the system here, just so you guys can actually spend them without flooding the entire market. But again, right now it looks like Steph actually is the one with the most watch hours. And I can quickly check through
Stefan
here.
Ivanov S3X says, what about the guy that has the top hours?
I think you are the guy with the top hours, Steph, right now. Yeah, again, unless anyone went bankrupt and has one coin, I think it actually is you, Steph. I could tell you, oh, actually, it
Stefan
should
Ivanov
say
S3X says, no, I mean I am but.
you're a butt. What are you trying to say? Oh my gosh. I mean, ironically, you'd think I would be the one with the top hours because obviously I watch my streams as I do them, but you seem to have beat me here, Steph. Was that not one of the most satisfying wombo combos you guys have ever seen? Alright. Again, I legitimately
Stefan
do think...
Ivanov S3X says, but like you said something that before the first guy with the top hours would get something. Grady's Clips
Did I
Pro
say
says
that?
36.92 hours? Bro, watch something else, bro. Stefan Ivanov S3X says Wombo Combo / Boom Blash.
Oh my god, boom blash. That's crazy. I guess we could do that. Oh my gosh, wait, hang on a minute. It's trolling us again, guys. It's not flashing red, but this doesn't fit on the screen, so I gotta clear something out again. I can do all these rows though, that shouldn't be hard to do.
Great.
See, why does it do that though? Why wouldn't it tell me? That's so weird. Guess we just do here. Okay, that works out fairly well. It's not really a great spot for this thing. Guess we could shove it up here for now. Oh dear. Oh, again.
Grady's Clips Pro says you LOOBE rhyming, don't you?
I guess. Oh man, what the heck? Okay, so I can clear these two rows here. I think that should just about give me enough space. I think that's the play. Yeah, there we go.
Good.
Okay, that fits in really nice. Where does this work? I gotta make sure I don't fill it in too much.
Michael_Jordan_fan says hi.
Hey Michael, you made it to the stream again. So for this one, I'm just kind of casually playing. At 8:45, we'll do some more trivia. I'm gonna have to come up with another interesting question though. I should be able to find something. I think
Michael_Jordan_fan says I have bad news.
Well, bad news is not good. So what's the good news first? Assuming there is any.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says what Michael?
What's the haps, man? Could do
Michael_Jordan_fan says I don't have good news.
Oh, well, that's not good. Well, what's the bad news then? Okay. No, it said that was the thumbs up, but I don't even...
Stefan Ivanov S3X says tell US then.
Alright, well that worked anyway. Okay. Okay.
Good.
That worked pretty well.
Michael_Jordan_fan says the team that I wanted, aka the San Antonio Spurs, lost the
Oh.
championships and I wanted them to win.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wanted New York to make it to top 8 in the BlockBlast Cup, but it doesn't always work out, I guess, Michael. So we can only do the best that we can.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says sad Michael.
What the heck? It's doing it again. Why isn't it flashing red, bro? This is like the 5th time on stream already. If I can't fit a piece on screen, it's supposed to flash red, and it's not flashing red.
Michael_Jordan_fan says I'm fine with the New York Knicks.
Oh my gosh. What could I possibly do here? It's gotta be a horizontal, right? Because this is a horizontal piece, but what could I clear out here? What would even...
Michael_Jordan_fan says they haven't won a championship in 57 years.
Oh, dang. Okay. What the heck? Is it glitched again? Is this even solvable? Again, if you guys can actually see a solution here, by all means let me know. But we need to clear out a horizontal row somehow, and I don't even see how it's possible.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says I am thinking.
Yeah, again on the last one, I just kind of gave up so we could move on, but I don't even know what I could attempt to do here. I don't think they gave me good enough pieces, and the screen's not flashing,
Michael_Jordan_fan says I saw you and Diva play Brawl Stars yesterday without me at night.
Yeah, Diva was on stream, Michael, and Diva wanted to just play the 6 daily ones with me. I had to go to bed like right after that though anyway, so again, it wasn't a lot, but
Stefan Ivanov S3X says, by the way, I saw you play solo today.
You did. Yeah, I was trying to grind as much for Edgar as I can before I use up those 40 minutes of trophy doubling. And we'll end up seeing how much I get.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says LOOK. Michael_Jordan_fan says I saw you also play today the Mega Pig. Stefan Ivanov S3X says ISEE.
Michael, I got 5 out of the 6
Stefan Ivanov S3X says I understand it NOOOWWW.
I was so triggered, Michael, because I had the match that I lost, I had one teammate go like AFK. It was so frustrating because I needed all 6 wins if I was going to get any of the contributor star drops. So that was really unfortunate.
Michael_Jordan_fan says oh.
Yeah, we still got a full Mega Pig though, so I'm not like too disappointed, but again, we do the best that we can.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says you put the 3rd block up in the center.
Like here? Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay, yeah, because I was thinking of this. You know, I think you're actually right, Steph. See again. But that was you needed that perfect clear just to get by. So why wasn't the screen flashing red? That's ridiculous. All right, well, kind of have to go there, but good job, Steph. Okay. Do some of that.
Michael_Jordan_fan says this is a BlockBlast stream only, but can you help me get P2 kit? I have 900 trophies. Michael_Jordan_fan says kit. Stefan Ivanov S3X says thanks.
Well, I'm a bit busy probably for the next few days, I think, Michael. Again, I'm still trying to get out the videos and shorts I wanted to post. So again, I just don't know that I'll have time right now.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says here we only blast blocks.
Yeah, this is the block blasting portion of the stream, you guys.
Great.
This is the part of the stream where we blast the blocks. Oh my gosh.
Great.
Right, I feel like you're commenting for one of those shorts videos. What's your biggest ick? BlockBlast gameplay? Oh my
Great.
gosh. Guess we clear clear it out right there.
Grady's Clips Pro says, I wish you could do BlockBlast streams every weekend.
Yeah, well, Grady, we'll just, again, as I've been telling Diva yesterday, if you guys potentially want me to keep being able to do BlockBlast streams, and again, I'm not expecting you to do this right now, because first we actually have to see if Hungry Studios is going to keep reaching out to me. But if they don't and you guys really want me to keep doing these, I suppose you could probably email them, say like, hey,
Michael_Jordan_fan says, when I left the stream on Friday, I think cause you said one more question after that I left, put you play more.
Yeah, I might have, Michael. Again, I don't know if you've been participating. So I wasn't even originally going to do this, but you guys asked me to try and do trivia for these streams as well, even though that was really only an offer I was generally trying to make for Brawl Stars for the Illuma coins, but you guys asked me to, so
Stepan Ivanov S3X says, come on.
Gosh, this guy's
Stepan Ivanov S3X says, blast blockers.
Guys, that was a red screen flash, and it didn't even give it to me. The game is trolling, man.
Grady's Clips Pro says, how to XP.
How to XP? You mean like the top fans section, that thing where you get the crown for XP? Literally, all you have to do is watch the stream and comment, and the longer you watch the stream,
Grady's Clips Pro says, yeah.
The longer you watch
Michael_Jordan_fan says, I wish I got more steps on this old watch my dad gave me.
like, is it one of those watches that
Good.
tracks your health or something? Like one of those step counting watches? Oh my gosh. What am I supposed to do with these? Guess we go here is better. I guess I saw a solution for a second there. It was also kind of nice if you just hover it around, you can see solutions you might not have otherwise anyway. I guess I don't want to close it off. I guess
Michael_Jordan_fan says, bruh, I only got 2881. Grady's Clips Pro says, didn't you say whenever you change the board you play the sound?
All right. Oh, man, see, I get talking about one thing and I completely forget about another, guys. Yeah, it did change though. That and when we get a perfect solve. Okay.
Michael_Jordan_fan says, praise the Edgar Grady. Stepan Ivanov S3X says, ahaha.
Again, so this is the last stream.
Grady's Clips Pro says, praise.
This is the last stream for BlockBlast that I know that they want me to do. I know, as per the contract I signed, I can do at least one more if they ask me to. But after that, again, they'd have to, make a whole new deal with me if they want me to keep doing this. Because, again, the main incentive for them was to advertise this BlockBlast Cup, which, again, I'll show you guys because we have more people here right now, I think. Is we have only top 4 states left.
Michael_Jordan_fan says, can we play Brawl Stars after stream for a bit?
I don't know.
Michael_Jordan_fan says, please.
Because I want to start off the Brawl Stars stream earlier tomorrow anyway, because again, it's going to be the last 2 days of ranked. Alright, but again, we have Wyoming versus Indiana, where Wyoming is taking a huge lead here, and I honestly think they're going to win the whole thing. Then we have Minnesota versus Rhode Island.
Stepan Ivanov S3X says he has stuff to do. Michael_Jordan_fan says all.
Yeah, so
Michael_Jordan_fan says okay.
It is the top 4 states.
Stepan Ivanov S3X says don't bother him too much fuh.
Oh my gosh. That fits kind of well. That might have a great spot for these.
Michael_Jordan_fan says what? Michael_Jordan_fan says ya 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 la 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 lo.
My gosh. Gotta make sure I can still place these. Okay, I can clear those out.
Good. Good. Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says Lele Seasons.
What does that mean?
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says my new language. Stefan Ivanov S3X says I love him. The bot says ya 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 la le 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 lol. Michael underscore
Okay.
Jordan underscore fan says Zeze Lele Rarazasa.
Oh my gosh. You just barely have space to put this thing.
Good.
Okay, is that really an amazing spot for this? That.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says for Pepe Peteradu Tatat Lele lol.
Okay, we filled out most of that.
Michael
section.
underscore Jordan underscore fan says can I saw one more?
Can you saw?
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says then tomorrow I will say.
I mean, I'm not even really sure what you're saying, but I don't see why not, I guess.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says say. Stefan Ivanov S3X says Kiki file Dusahibu Mariah Yawawi.
I don't even know what you guys are doing. Alright, anyway. Ooh, wait a minute. I was about to say this won't fit. Okay. So you gotta clear something. Okay, I can clear this. Oh yeah, it should be fine. Wait, hang on.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says Trelelelelo Renekale Yaya Wawainia Tada Salalalalalalalo. Good.
You guys have way too much fun in this chat, man. Okay. Let's see. I could do that. No, this doesn't quite fit, but it's still not even giving me the flashing red lights for some reason.
Good.
Okay.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says thanks.
Of course. Guess we do that. Still can't really clear anything out though.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says Stefan are you gonna be at stream tomorrow? Stefan Ivanov S3X says Tiki Tiki.
Good. The song they play in that one episode of SpongeBob.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says probably Michael.
Don't really have a great spot to put this. Guess we'll do that.
Good. Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says Tikirika Mikila Kizikarelalo Salalale Nunanu Koko Kokalaudi Ponatada.
Alright, well I don't quite have space to fit this, so again. I can't even fit these on the bottom. I guess I gotta get rid of this. There's gotta be a way to place
Michael
this,
underscore Jordan underscore fan says can I say a really long one? Good.
I guess. Okay. Okay, I can't fit this, also I gotta open up something again. What can I do here? This would probably work. No, that wouldn't be long enough. If I do it right here, that should work. Just barely. Yeah. Okay, Perfect. Alright, so it's just about time for some more trivia for you guys. And again, we're already only like, it's only like 15 more minutes of stream, guys, because I actually started the stream on time today. Can you believe it? Alright, but yeah, let's try and get some more trivia in here. Again, for anyone who's still here, again, smash that live button, get your typing fingers ready. First one to answer will get some delicious Aluma coins.
Michael_Jordan_fan says no, my comment didn't work.
It didn't work? How would it not work? Alright. Well, okay, so this will be the last question for the Brawl Stars trivia.
Michael_Jordan_fan says it didn't say in the auto thingy.
Oh.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says more than ready.
Okay. Well, this will be the last question from that quiz I have for the Brawl Stars one. I'm going to have to come up with a new quiz set for tomorrow, obviously. But again, whoever is first to answer this, I'll say this is worth 50 coins. Again, it's not that hard, but you will have to think a little bit. But again, if you play Brawl, you should know this, I think. Alright, so the first person in the chat to answer this will get 50 Aluma coins. So, again, last question for the Brawl Stars set.
Michael_Jordan_fan says
Tongue Sahur. Alright, so the question is...
Stefan Ivanov S3X says lock in.
Yeah, you guys gotta lock in if you want those Aluma coins. Alright, and again, despite this being a question from 2023, it hasn't changed in like 3 years, really. So an average brawler has how many common pins, rare pins, and epic pins? So you gotta give me 3 different numbers. I need the number of common pins, rare pins, and epic pins that initially releases with a brawler. So again, it's still a bit trickier, but it really shouldn't be that hard to answer. Again, you can always just start, I guess.
Michael_Jordan_fan says 8.
8 what? Michael. 8, what does that mean? What do you mean 8? Are you summing the numbers?
Michael_Jordan_fan says 81. Stefan Ivanov S3X says 7 rare 6 super rare 5 epic.
Again, I'm conflicted to give, because Michael technically, he answered it sort of right, but he didn't specify which is which, so I don't think I can give it to him. Alright, and Steph, you're way off. I don't know what the heck you're talking about here. Wait, what?
Stefan Ivanov S3X says 8 rare.
No.
Michael_Jordan_fan says 8 epic.
Let me repeat the question because you guys are tripping. I'm looking for the average. An average brawler has how many common pins, rare pins, and
Michael_Jordan_fan says 8 super rare.
There are no super rare pins. Like, what are you guys even talking about? It's common, rare, and epic. Are the different rarities for the pins, guys.
Michael_Jordan_fan says oh.
Yeah.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says IDK.
Well, then start guessing numbers. This again, you guys. I'll say. I need you to say how many for each section. How many common pins, how many rare pins, and how many epic pins. When a brawler first releases, how many did they usually have? Again, it's really not too hard of a question. You could easily look at a new brawler and answer this pretty much right away in the game, guys. Alright, well, I guess I'll play a little bit while you guys try and answer that. It really, again, it's another one of those questions that shouldn't be too difficult to answer, I think. Alright.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says 3 common 3 rare 4 epic.
3 common, 3 rare, 4 epic. You got one of them right, Steph. You got one of them right. The other 2 are wrong, though. Alright, you're getting closer, though. Okay. What do I want to do here? I'm in a tricky spot right now. Because I got two of the same pieces, but I can only really place them in one spot. I feel like, I guess this should work fine. Okay, this is,
Michael
I think,
underscore Jordan underscore fan says 3 common 5 rare 8 epic. Stefan Ivanov S3X
No.
says 3 common 4 rare 4 epic.
The other two are still wrong, guys. You're close, but you still gotta keep guessing if you want to get it. Oh my gosh. Again, I thought you guys would snap these questions up in like seconds, honestly. I thought they were easy. But I guess you guys are having a little more difficulty than I suspected. Okay.
Good.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says 3 common 6 rare 13 epic. Stefan Ivanov
no.
S3X says 3 common 5 rare 6 epic.
You guys are getting further from the answer, man. 13? You really think a brawler on first release has 13 epic pins, guys? Come on. This is an easy one. You guys are thinking too hard. Again, okay.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says it's not that easy.
I swear it's actually really easy because, again, even 3 years later, it's still the same number, guys. It has not changed in 3 years since this quiz was made. When a brawler first releases, how many common, rare, and epic pins do they start with? Again, this doesn't include all those special ones that a brawler on, say, one of the old passes would have had when you unlocked them that way, when they had chromatic rarities. See, that would be a hard question in my mind. This is just the standard number of
Stefan
pins,
Ivanov
guys.
S3X says 3 common 2 rare 3 epic. Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says 9 for all.
Wait, hang on. I think you got it, Steph. 3 common, 2 rare, 3 epic. Yeah, no, Steph just got it. So again, this is why I was hesitant to give it to you, though, Michael, is because when you said 8 originally, those numbers summed to 8 pins. So you weren't wrong when you said 8, but I needed you to specify which is which because, again, if it was 9, you'd be right because you know there's 3 in each, but I need you to specify there was 2 in which section, and it was 2 rares.
Stefan
So...
Ivanov S3X says
Oh my
YH.
Okay, so that's 50 more Luma coins for Steph, and we'll ask one more question again. I'll try to relate it back to BlockBlast. So again, right
Michael
now you'll
underscore
have,
Jordan underscore fan says oh.
right, so Steph, you have 1,065. Now you have 1,115.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says GG saluting face.
All right, let me see again. I'm gonna have to Google this one because I obviously don't have as much trivia knowledge for BlockBlast off the top of my head.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says GG Michael.
All right. Okay, let's see if this actually comes up with an answer, or at least the answer I'm trying to get. I might have to ask it in a different way. If I'm very specific about the question, I'm sure AI will be able to figure it out. Again, I wish I kind of had the answer myself, but see, it keeps answering by shapes. It's not because you guys already answered this one. I think it was even last stream that you answered this question. I'm trying to come up with a better question. Okay, what else could I possibly ask about it, though? Oh, I have a good one. Let's see if it comes up. This ought to be a really interesting answer. Again, I'm gonna have to be a bit more general, though, when you guys answer this. Well, that's obviously not true. Oh my gosh. The AI is not doing its justice here, guys. It must be thinking of a different game, because I've already cleared that
Stepan
myself.
Ivanov S3X says 37 watch hours.
Hallelujah. Oh my gosh.
Michael
Okay.
_ Jordan _ fan says gosh Stefan.
Yeah, let me see if I can. Let me try a more generic one. You guys are probably gonna have to Google this yourself, even if it comes up, because there's no way I think you'd be able to answer this otherwise.
Michael
Okay, I could do
_
that.
Jordan _ fan says ra la 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 lalta satu kiki la 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 nininamalal kerulu.
Alright, so I think they've actually boasted this in their quotes. So technically I've read this before, but this is, I think, a rather difficult question to answer. So we'll end this off with the last question being worth 100 Illuma coins. So the last question I'm going to ask you guys for this stream is, on average, how many daily active users play BlockBlast? And again, you can give me a pretty general answer. I don't need a specific number, just a general number. How many people do you think? And I'll tell you higher or lower, and just whoever gets there first will get 100
Michael
Illuma
_
coins.
Jordan _ fan says 200K.
Higher than 200K. You guys will be surprised, I think. But if this is really true, I mean, I would be.
Stepan
I was
Ivanov
surprised
S3X
myself.
says 350K.
Higher than that, Steph. Apparently, people
Michael _
really
Jordan
like this game.
_ fan says 450K.
Higher than 450K. Again, apparently this is a fan favorite game. Oh my gosh. Let's do that. Ooh.
Michael
That's a
_ Jordan
four-way.
fan says 600K.
Higher than 600K.
Stepan Ivanov S3X says 800K.
Higher than 800K. You guys are probably going to be really shocked by this answer, though, honestly. Okay.
Michael _ Jordan _ fan says 1.1 meters. Stepan Ivanov S3X says 1 mil and 400K.
Still higher than both of
Michael
those.
_ Jordan _ fan says 2.7 meters.
Higher than 2.7 mil, guys. Oh my god. Okay, again, this is another point where the game
Stepan Ivanov S3X says 4 mil.
It's still higher than 4 mil, guys. It's still higher than 3.8 mil. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Oh man.
Michael _ Jordan _ fan says 4.5 meters. Stepan Ivanov S3X says 5.5 mil.
Still higher than 5.5 mil, Steph.
Michael _ Jordan _ fan says 6 mil.
Higher than 6 mil. Man, if you're going
Stepan Ivanov S3X says 6.1 mil. Michael _ Jordan _ fan says 6.5.
Still higher.
Michael
guys.
_ Jordan _ fan says 7 mil.
All right, look, we got like 2 minutes of stream left, guys, before I should probably end it. So I'm gonna say way higher, guys. Still way higher. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to budge you guys along here, but
Michael
_
Jordan _ fan says 9 mil.
Higher than 9
Stepan
mil.
Ivanov S3X says 16 mil.
Higher than 16 mil.
Michael _ Jordan _ fan says 23 miles.
Higher than 23 mil. I gotta clear out another row somehow.
Stepan Ivanov S3X says 59 mil.
Higher than 59 mil, Steph.
Michael _ Jordan _ fan says 30 mil.
Obviously higher than 30 mil. Oh my gosh.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says 120 mil.
Okay, now you've gone too high, Steph. It's lower than 120
Michael
mil.
underscore Jordan underscore fan says 90 mil.
It's lower than 90 mil. Oh, come on, man. Okay, now it's flashing. Of course it's flashing now.
Michael
Gosh.
underscore Jordan underscore fan says 80 mil. Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says 70 mil.
There it is. Michael got it at 70. It was, again, apparently.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says 75.
Yeah, Michael beat you to it, Steph, this time, actually. So, again, 100 Illuma coins for Michael. All right, so again, apparently, the worldwide, this game.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says yo 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 ya 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 tete tete.
Yeah, apparently
Michael
this game
underscore
gets,
Jordan underscore fan says GG.
Apparently this game
Stefan
gets
Ivanov
70 million
S3X
people
says
to play
GG
daily.
Michael.
I still can't believe it myself, but okay, let me see if I can get this last solve here. I think this should do it. Perfect. Right, and again, just because I feel like it, and again, I don't know if we're gonna keep doing more of these. For another 100 Illuma coins, how much do you think the monthly active users is for this game, guys? And I'll already start you by telling you the number is higher. All right. Once you guys answer that, again, I'm probably gonna move forward to end off the stream here. We'll end off with a solid
Michael underscore
100,000
Jordan
score.
underscore fan says 250 mil.
A bit higher than 250 mil, but you guys are
Stefan Ivanov S3X says 109 mil.
That's higher than 109 mil, Steph.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says 260 mil.
Higher than 260.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says 270.
Higher than 270.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says 270 mil. Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says 290 mil.
Oh, still
Stefan
higher than
Ivanov
290.
S3X says 280.
Higher than 280.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says 330 mil.
You just went over.
Stefan
Steph beat you
Ivanov
this time.
S3X says 300.
Yeah, it's 300
Michael
mil,
underscore
guys.
Jordan underscore fan says 320 mil.
So it looks like it's 100 Illuma coins for both of you then before I end off this stream. Michael, if you just went by 10 again, you would have had it, but this time Steph got you. All right. So that'll be 100 Illuma coins for Steph. So you're at 1,115. You'll now have 1,215.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says no la lo lo la le 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 la de tete says iskakakekekek la lolo.
Okay, I gotta
Michael
find
underscore
Michael.
Jordan underscore fan says GG. Stefan Ivanov S3X says GG.
Oh, you actually have 356. You're sitting pretty fancy right now, Michael. I thought you had less than that. All right, so you'll have 456.
Michael
points
underscore
now.
Jordan underscore fan says saluting face.
Again, hopefully you guys find that to be a pretty interesting statistic there. I mean, can you guys really imagine 70 million people are playing this every day? That's insane. All right, well, anyway, yeah, I guess it's about time to end off the stream. So again, thank you to everyone who has tuned into the BlockBlast stream for tonight. Again, it's up for Ranny.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says I gamble for 300 Illuma coins after Stefan got the first win.
Nice.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says Diritkina Jububakolo Poyeratuiantum Tunsaher. Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says he tate.
Where you guys are spamming like Clash Royale laughing emojis in my chat now. Alright, but yeah, again, hopefully you guys found that trivia to be somewhat interesting. Get you guys some free Luma coins along the way. But as I was saying, you guys up for Randy, whoever at Hungry Studio to reach out to me again if they want me to do either one more stream for this session of the contract or just reach out to me again entirely for like a, entirely different contract. But again, I will keep you guys up to date on that and let you know if they reach out to me again or not. Again, from what I've seen, it takes them roughly they do like one of these tournaments like
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says lay tu 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 luli.
Well, they tend to do these BlockBlast seasonal tournaments like every 6 months ish, roughly. It looks again, or at least they did the last one. It looked like around December of last year. So again, we'll have to end up seeing if they reach out to me for any more BlockBlast streams. Again, if they don't, you guys could potentially email them, right? Try to convince them to, sign another contract with me or whatever for more BlockBlast streams. Again, it doesn't even necessarily need to be weekends, but just, more content in general around BlockBlast if you guys have really been enjoying this. But if not, again, I will of course still be doing the weekday streams for Brawl Stars, so you guys can tune in for that. Again, we're
Stefan
headed
Ivanov
towards...
S3X says QWERTY Kirit Namapa.
Oh my gosh.
Michael _Jordan_ fan says yeah I GPLFPO wow PWPWWPPWWP. Stefan Ivanov S3X says La Roller Albaniga.
Alright, but yeah, again, hopefully you guys had fun. But other than that, we'll still be doing Brawl Stars again the next 2 days.
Michael _Jordan_ fan says Tinggutting Sahoririr.
We'll probably be ranked for Brawl Stars again. Steph will probably end up doing that if you want to join me. Anything's better with randoms until I at least hit Masters, and then we'll just have to see what ends up happening. But yeah, again, we're going to keep working towards 4,000 watch hours.
Michael _Jordan_ fan says we keep on spamming so you can't leave.
Well,
Stefan Ivanov S3X says ill join.
Again, I could technically talk over you guys. I just try not to, but yeah, essentially.
Michael _Jordan_ fan says he hi your DK's MDMDKDIIDD. Michael _Jordan_ fan says yeah I'll join.
Yeah, but again, the thing is, until we hit
Michael _Jordan_ fan says tomorrow.
Until we hit 4,000 watch hours, again, Illuma coins will still be doubled in the Brawl Stars stream, so you'll still be earning double there. Again, the gambling multipliers
Michael
will stay increased.
_Jordan_ fan says Sese Lele.
Yeah, well, again, I don't know how you guys keep typing like that. Again, it says this translation. I don't know.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says IGTG it's 4 a.m. 2 days in a row I am gonna fell asleep at around 4 a.m.
Yeah, Steph, I don't know how you've been
Michael _Jordan_ fan says okay I'll let you talk now.
I was just gonna say, again, until we hit 4,000 watch hours, which is when I get channel monetization. Again, I still need to receive like a letter in the mail, but I can apply early to try and get it as soon as possible. Once we hit 3,000 watch hours, I will get like channel memberships.
Stefan Ivanov S3X says bye.
Alright, good night, Steph. And again, don't
Michael
forget
_Jordan_ fan says Lula judge.
Peppa Pig. Don't forget, at 2,000 and 4,000 watch hours, I will also be doing Supercell content creator giveaways too. Again, a pretty huge thing for the channel. So yeah, other than that, again, hopefully you guys are still enjoying the
Michael _Jordan_ fan says pig.
But other than that, I do have to end off the stream. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, increasing the watch hours, making it look good for the people over at BlockBlast and Hungry Studio. Again, I'm so glad they reached out to me for these streams. I think I have had a blast, you could say. And the game actually isn't too bad at stuff. I could see why
Michael _Jordan_ fan says can we play Brawl for a bit?
Again,
Michael
_Jordan_
fan says you don't have to.
Probably not now, Michael. And again, I figure I'll probably be busy with rank for the next 2 days, but then again, we could see what happens after that. But yeah, again, other than that, thank you guys so much for tuning in, supporting the channel, all that good stuff, etc. But we are over an hour and a half now, so again, it's been a pleasure.
Michael _Jordan_ fan says okay bye man.
And again, thank you guys so much for showing up. Have a good night, Michael. But other than that,
Michael _Jordan_ fan says yeah
there is no actual like end of stream screen for the BlockBlast stream, so they just kind of end abruptly. Like I'm just gonna hover my mouse over the end broadcast button, Ooh, I'm wavering around the button. I could press it any second now. The broadcast is gonna end. You better watch out. You better refresh now before it ends. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna click it. Here it goes, and then everything's just gonna
Michael
go
underscore
black.
Jordan underscore fan says Oka keka keka kerulerkli lele.
Alright, but I'm actually gonna click it now. Alright, I'm taking my finger. I'm gonna smash the button, and the stream's just gonna abruptly end. Here it comes. Brace yourself. And the stream is over. Thank you guys so much, and have a good night.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says okay bye.
Yeah, for real this time.
Michael underscore Jordan underscore fan says we.
Gonna smash this end broadcast button. Alright, and it's over.